We are here today in front of the New York City Hall to support Resolution 238. This is a groundbreaking resolution that will remove processed meats from the city's public schools. And this is a big deal because it is the first of its kind. And with New York City schools being the second largest district in the country, it will make a huge impact and create waves for other schools to do the same. So we're here with doctors, dietitians, chefs, school lunch professionals, and parents to show our support.
My name is Maggie, Neola, and I'm a registered dietitian with the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine.
In 2015, the World Health Organization classified processed meats like bacon and hot dogs and deli meats as carcinogenic, as a class 1 carcinogen.
And that classification means that processed meats are known to cause cancer in humans.
And yet, we are using tax-funded dollars through our Department of Education and feeding this to our children. And we know the health effects of this. We don't let our kids smoke in schools. We shouldn't be feeding them carcinogens for lunch.
I think for a long time, people knew cigarettes were not good for them, but they didn't make a change until some sort of legislation went through.
Getting rid of processed food out of schools, when we know it is a type 1 carcinogen equivalent to cigarettes, why are we having a conversation about that?
Just one hot dog or a few strips of bacon consumed daily increases cancer risk by 18%.
We cannot continue to feed crisis. We are feeding the crisis. When you have one agency fighting against childhood obesity, childhood diabetes, childhood asthma, then you have another agency feeding over 950,000 meals a day that causes childhood obesity, childhood diabetes, childhood asthma.
I'm asking you as the adults in the room to do the right thing by our children, not figuring out how to protect the system because the system's about dollars and cents. But at the end of the day, our children won't be around to count anybody's dollars and cents if we don't give them the food in their body to help them think and be smart and be better. So can we just get rid of the baloney? Let's get rid of the baloney and talk truth here and help our children out.
It's really important to start school-aged children on healthy eating habits because that's when their palates are forming, their taste buds are forming, and if we can shift the way that they're eating to be eating more healthful options like whole grains, legumes, beans, vegetables, fruits, they're going to be more excited about it and develop a liking for it.
We are responsible for the first 4 public vegetarian schools in the country. And of course, on those menus, we try to have the foods be plant-based as much as possible as opposed to the cheese entrees. And the kids in these schools, we go in and teach a class every week. And so the children are really learning about nutrition, and it really does make a big difference. We hear lots of stories about how they go home and they tell their parents and how what they're learning in school is transferring into the home, which is really great.
Research shows that establishing healthy behaviors in younger people is easier and more effective than efforts to change unhealthy behaviors already established in adults.
So for those who are watching at home, I would like you to talk with your school, or if you have friends who are in school, go through that school, talk with their food service directors and their principals and ask them to start making the change, to remove processed meats from their menus and to start educating in the classroom and the cafeteria about the risks of eating processed meat.